Again, welcome to Joe's Denture Labs videos. So I'm demonstrating you actually how to do cold cure dentures. Cold cure dentures are other type of processing. You have to use different type of acrylic. You cannot use heat cure acrylic and um, cold cure dentures processing. So it's different type of acrylic, different type of strength and density. So mostly the cold cure is slightly lighter, but they more fragile. They break easy. You can't drop it. If you drop it, more likely you will create some type of breaking tension with the teeth, the whole bonding on the teeth, that in the future more likely you're gonna be losing teeth, you're gonna be missing, or it will just fall out, a teeth or something is gonna happen to the denture if you continuously breaking it. So I mean dropping it. So there is so many type of processing when it comes to making dentures. Like the more current and then futuristic now is the printing and the milling. So this is the way the dentistry are leaning to, is to print dentures. So in about 10 years it will be cheaper. Everybody maybe gonna have the printer and they're just gonna hit print, and the print, it will just come up nice, beautiful dentures. So that's what the technology coming leaning to. So meanwhile, there is a few types of a processing, which is heat cured, which is, I have some of my videos on the heat cure processing. Cold cure, which is, that's what I'm showing you today, and injection. There is a way to inject dentures, and it's another different type of acrylic too. So don't forget to subscribe, and then hit a notification, leave a description, leave a comment on the description, and also give me that like right there. I need that like for the video. So what you're gonna need in this cold cure, you're gonna need a flask, which is for a cold cure flask. You're gonna need a compressor. You're gonna need no, that's the air compressor most people have in their home. You're gonna need a also pressure pot. It's like a pressure cooking. You can't use anything that you have at home, which is the pressure cooker. No, you can't use that. This is a special pressure pot. So those are, I think, the basic thing. In a sprue. I'm using this straw because I don't have the. I didn't buy the straw stuff. You're gonna need some of this. You're gonna see how I use in the video. This is organizer right there. So enjoy. So again, I will be showing you a step by step. It's not my preference type of processing. It's kind of so many steps you have to do, but it comes out with the nice, beautiful dentures. This is the hydrocolloid. This is the liquid material that is good for duplication. So with this, we'll be able to duplicate the dentures and make a matrix in order to go to the next step. This is the hydrocolloid. This is the liquid material that is good for duplication. So with this, we'll be able to duplicate the dentures and make a matrix in order to go to the next step. When you're finishing cold cure, you have to make sure everything is carved really deep in order to leave a good matrix in the hydrocolloid. And at the same time, you will have to leave at least 2 millimeters space around the borders. Those millimeters is for the hydrocolloid to leave some type of indentation, so that way your models doesn't go sinking in to that right on the teeth. So you need that indentation of a 2 millimeters around the borders of the denture. So you have to cut really slightly deep, so in order to leave the matrix on the denture. So the next step is to soak your models in cold water. You have to submerge it in a cold water for about 20 minutes. You have to leave it in the water for all those air bubbles to kind of like filled with water, so you don't get the air bubbles in your hydrocolloid. So the concept is submerge your models in the water for about 20 minutes, so that way the air bubbles can stay free from your duplication. So this is your hydrocolloid. You have to constantly check it because it needs to be on at least certain 100 or 90 some degree temperature prior you start using it. So I always come up and check it out and see how it's doing. This hydrocolloid, you can get it at another supplier place, and normally some people, like back in the days, they use it on a microwave. You put it in a microwave in 8 minutes and it will melt it in 8 minutes. If it's not, you put it back in a microwave for the 8 minutes. So it's kind of like in a kind of a silicone kind of a type of looking material. You have to cut it in little pieces and then put it on a pan, something like a ball, to microwave if you don't have. So I bought this little thing. I got this online. It's a little heater. I just kind of like crank the temperature up for 20 minutes and do the work, so I don't have to use my microwave for it. So because you don't want a chemical in your microwave. So then what other option could work? Anything, crack pot, anything that can heat up to 100 some degree temperature. But the easier thing is you have to put a little water to kind of start things up. So this is the hydrocolloid. I put ice into the water because once I put that hydrocolloid in, this is my flask. I'm gonna put that denture inside this flask and pour the hydrocolloid in it, so that I kind of put it into the cold water to kind of expedite the process. So this is one of the, I'm not sure if it takes a lot of steps than the heat cure, but I think and the finishing part of it is cleaner though. So now I have the flask and the denture inside the flask. You have to make sure when you put it inside, at least it touches one of those sprues. Those kind of like rubber sprues, to make sure that sprues are coming through that. So now I have the flask and the denture inside the flask. You have to make sure when you put it inside, at least it touches one of those sprues. Those kind of like rubber sprues, to make sure that sprues are coming through that. As you can see, I already poured the liquid hydrocolloid into this flask, which is a container, where inside is the denture. It's gonna duplicate. It will duplicate the denture to allow me to go to the further process. So in this water it's gonna stay at least 25 minutes for this material to solidify. It will get hardened. Again, here with another step. Again, we're doing a cold cure acrylic denture. Showing you the steps how to prepare you acrylic denture from step by step. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so then I can be able to continue making more videos for you. And don't forget again to subscribe and hit that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So here is the upper. I will use slightly of a super glue here on my right to put those teeth back where they belong. I remember where they go. Must remember where they really go before you start working on them. So when you put in the super glue on, just put it slightly on the areas that like occlusal areas, so then you don't have to be dealing with them when you finishing the denture. So I'm just putting it slightly on the tip of it, so then I don't have to be grinding when I'm working. I mean, cleaning it all out, because super glue is messy. It leaves a little white surface. I kind of drop it on my hands, my finger. I have to go back in the socket. Gonna put a little more super glue on it. It can go into the socket. So I'm putting everything back. If you remember where you started on this organizer, you won't have no problem. This is slightly complex compared to heat cure, because heat cure is completely different. You just have to put the stone, flask in the stone, and you don't have to organize no teeth. Again, you can leave your comment, ask questions in my description box. Every now and then, I decide every month or every other week, I'll be having a live giveaway of anything. And also, I will be holding a denture giveaway today. So don't forget to tell your friends and subscribe to my channels, so they might be able to get a free thing. So here I put the model back on. So we continue with the pour system. The pour is another system of making dentures. We have a heat cure, we have injection, we have a milling, we have a printing. Now the new technology is about printing. Printing is the new era of dental technology in the evolution, where that's where things are heading. Printing dentures. So that's I hope it becomes cheaper, because right now it's really expensive to print, to own one of those technologies. So what I'm gonna do here is this is the mold that I created with the hydrocolloid. This is the material. It's kind of a silicone filling with a matrix of the entire denture. So what I'm gonna do here is to kind of put everything into those little trays things to sort the dentures, sort it all out. You know, as you can see, I will put it in the same order where this denture goes to. So, same order. I'm gonna put the teeth, the top first. Gonna always remember what order every tooth goes to.